Hello, I'm Jack Sorrell and I'm CEO of Plenty4All. And our next project is going to be a worm farm. And after doing some studying and research, I've decided on a 3-bin design. Now there's lots of different ones, but there's lots of ways of using them. So this is the one that we've come up with. Basically your bottom bin is going to serve as a collection for your tea, which is the water collected from the worm juices coming down. That is then mixed with water, a ratio of 1 to 7, 1 cup to 7 cups of water to make an exquisite fertilizer for any kind of plant, and also a insecticide, because it eats the things off the leaves that the insects like, and so they don't eat the plant. So you'll need a spray can like this that you mix the water in, and then you can spray it on anything you want to, on it or under it. Good stuff. Right. The next level, which is where the basic, let's say the living quarters of the farm is. Okay. Now this particular thing will have holes drilled into it. The top holes are for the air. Alright. The bottom holes are to let the juice flow through to the bottom tank. Now with these top holes here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take screening, which I took that I found on the street, an old discarded window frame, and I'm going to put it inside and cover each of these holes to keep insects out, not so much worried about the worms. And that will allow the airing to take place so nothing gets musty. Alright, now this, the top one, will eventually go in also after the worm farm is started. Alright, it will look just like this, and it will go on the top. And it won't go quite, it'll go on down a little bit further here. But to start the worm farm, I've chosen to use this compressed coconut fiber. And you get it, comes in blocks. I got it at a pet store. You can take it out, you soak it in a bucket, and it becomes very moist, and it makes a really, really good bedding for the worms. For their bed, this is their home, remember. You want to start the farm first, all right? You can also do the same thing with wet peat moss, you know, sporgum, or call it like that, and that will make the bed also. Not so much, you don't want to start it so much like shredded newspapers, and that's okay, you know, but you don't want to do that. And you got to be careful about when you first start feeding them, or when you feed them anytime. You need to make sure that you chop it up finely. If you give them a big banana, they'll eat it, but it'll take a long time. All right, if you just chop it up, it'll go a lot quicker. Works a lot better for them, they like it better. Goes fast. Matter of fact, you could puree it and they probably love it. Alright, so that's basically how it goes. I plan on mixing biochar into the compost that I'm feeding the worms to see how that works out as well, so that I can use it in enriching the soil and holding in the moisture and the nutrients and being able to put it under the plants themselves. So that's what we're going to try to do with the biochar. I have to install this onto the bottom. I had to run around and find this. This is for a cooler. This is where you'll find this kind of thing. And they have it for a replacement for like igloo coolers or something. So this will work just fine for my needs. Otherwise you're going to pay for metal. Alright, so the worms themselves can be ordered from several different places. I still have 2 that I'm looking at. I'm not sure which one I want to get yet. They both ship, and they'll be here within a few days as soon as I order them. So I'll let you know more on that when I get them, and we'll get started on the farm itself when it gets here. Thank you for listening, and you have a wonderful day. Namaste.